Hi guys, David here, and today in the First Place Auto Parts Studio, we're going to count down the top 10 cool engine names that evoke all things that car guys crave, and that is horsepower and adventure. This is going to be proof positive that the automotive marketing guys in Detroit did have a sense of humor with some of these engines. Okay, so right off the bat, let's forget any names of engines that evoke anything that has to do with economy or global conservation, such as Thriftmaster, Ecotech, Sky Active, Thrift Power. No way, man. Those cars and those motors are not making it onto this list. Today's featured engines and their names evoke an unbridled tire-spinning fury, an acceleration that'll pin your eyeballs in the back of your head. So lock up your daughters, Katie bar the door, and let's get started with the number 10 most badass engine name. Alright, starting at number 10, we've got the Plymouth Sonoramic Commando 383. Plymouth's long ram intake manifolds are perhaps the most outrageous induction system ever installed on a stock or modified vehicle. The guys at Chrysler that made all this happen was a group of engineers by day and drag racers at night called the Ram Chargers. The Ram Chargers played with long intake runners and tunnel rams on their club drag car known as the High and Mighty. Ultimately, what they learned at the drag strip led to the Sonoramic Commando 383 wedge head big block Plymouth motor found in the 1960 Plymouth Fury. The combination of never seen before 30-inch long intake runners and dual quad Carter AFB carburetor setup, the Sonoramic Commando 383 made 360 horsepower and 460 foot-pounds of tire shredding torque. No matter if you love or hate the look of the tentacle-looking induction setup, the Plymouth Sonoramic Commando was a stormtrooper of the streets in the early 1960s. The number 9 engine name on our list is the Super Hurricane from Willys. What's more dangerous than a Category 5 Hurricane, you might ask? Why, it's a 226 cubic inch, 6-cylinder Super Hurricane motor. In a case where the marketing department responsible for this engine's name must have been on a caffeine high when they named it. The Continental-built 6-cylinder engine that was used to power various Willys vehicles cranked out about 105 to 110 horsepower. Now this doesn't sound like a lot, but when you consider the previous version of this engine only made about 70 horsepower, I'm pretty sure this engine felt like a gale force wind to its new owners. It's not the lowest horsepower engine to make it on the list, but it did have a way cool name that helped make up for what it lacked in performance. Okay, bringing up the number 8 engine on our list is the Willys Go Devil engine. This is the lowest horsepower engine on our list, and it definitely has an overachieving name. But considering its duty and what it powered, maybe it's the best name of the bunch. The Willys Go Devil was a 4-cylinder engine displacing 134 cubic inches. It made a military specified 60 horsepower and 85 foot-pounds of torque, and it powered the flat-fendered military Jeeps from 1944 through 1955 that helped the Allies win World War II over the evil Axis countries. Tough, reliable, and would get you and your howitzer where it needed to be. The Go Devil engine was ultimately replaced by the number 9 engine on our list, the Super Hurricane. Okay, now things are starting to get a little more interesting. Number 7 on our list is an Oldsmobile motor called the Turbo Rocket. In an effort to improve fuel economy without sacrificing big cubic inch performance, Oldsmobile partnered with the Garrett Corporation and used one of their T5 turbochargers to boost its all-aluminum 215 cubic inch V8 that was in the 1962 Cutlass Jetfire and produced 215 horsepower. Turbochargers added 30% more torque to the 215 cubic inch engine as compared to the non-turbo version. But the high compression engine needed all the help it could get to avoid detonation. What Oldsmobile did was they gave it an alcohol and water injection system that was refilled with, get this, turbo rocket fluid. But the issue started when owners forgot to refill the fluid and the car would go into detonation. Ultimately, Oldsmobile dropped the turbo idea and retrofitted a 4-barrel carburetor fix to units already in the field. It was a space-age engine installed on a pretty forgettable car. Okay, right off the bat, I have to be honest and admit the number 6 engine on our list is not the most awe-inspiring engine, did anything in particular, but it did have a cool name. The number 6 engine on our list is the Mopar Hyperpack. The Mopar Slant 6-cylinder engine is primarily known for its longevity, but not necessarily for its power. But those crazy Chrysler engineers put their know-how into the Hyperpack upgrade package that helped turn Plymouth's Valiants into the compact go-fast machine. The Hyperpack kit contained a two-piece cast iron exhaust manifold, a hotter camshaft, Carter 4-barrel carburetors, and a cast aluminum intake manifold with long runners tuned for power. Interesting enough, the Hyperpack engine helped the Mopar race teams dominate NASCAR's short-lived compact car class in 1960 and 61. Okay guys, there you go. You have engines number 10 through number 6. Pretty cool engines, but in episode 2 we're going to count down from engine number 5 to the all-time biggie, number 1, the best named high-performance American muscle engine of all time. Be sure to catch up with us and don't miss it. Hopefully you liked this video, and if you did, consider hitting the subscribe button. Follow First Place Auto Parts on Facebook and YouTube, where we will continually be adding how to install videos, product review videos, and covering some real cool car guy events that you're probably going to want to see. Go to our always open, easy to use First Place Auto Parts website, where you will literally find thousands of restoration and performance parts for your American muscle car and your truck. Until next time, keep the hammer down and keep it between the guardrails.